we're following a big health story for you this morning. Health officials trying to figure out what is exactly behind a stomach illness that's spreading all across the country.
Yeah, a lot of questions about this. More than 800 people in 31 states have gotten sick so far, including folks here in Connecticut, too. Your reporter, Sierra Jordan, live in Cromwell, sharing how you can keep you and your family safe.
Good morning. This is not your typical stomach bug. This illness is caused by a parasite, and you can pick it up by eating contaminated food or drinking contaminated water, and previous outbreaks have been linked to fresh produce. The CDC says there have been 23 confirmed cases here in Connecticut since May, but health officials believe the real number is likely much higher. Nationwide, more than 840 cases have been reported across 31 states, with 86 people hospitalized. Symptoms of cyclosporiasis can range from mild to severe depending on how much of the parasite a person ingests. They include diarrhea and nausea and can last anywhere from days to weeks. But here's what makes this tricky. Some people show no symptoms at all, which makes it harder to track down and contain. Health officials have not yet found the source of this outbreak, but in the meantime, Hartford healthcare officials say there are simple steps you can take right now to protect yourself.
Take precautions with your fruit and your produce. We give the same advice when people go overseas that, you should always peel something, you should always boil something. Things that you can't cook or peel, you want to make sure that they are rinsed thoroughly, and you always wash your hands, of course.
If you're feeling sick or concerned about spreading it to others, call a doctor. Antibiotics are available and can help. Your reporter live in Cromwell, Sierra Jordan, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.